So then she said, "I never seen one that small." Oh.
Chihuahuas.
What?
Anyway,
I wish I could go get my dog right now.
welcome back. Hey, we're back from break.
So, I had to wrench into her shoulder a few more times. She took a total of 4 health. She snapped out of it and stabbed me with a crit for a total of 8 damage.
There's
Best
literally just a
thing
dagger
is,
sticking out
I
of your
healed
shoulder.
her, not him.
Yeah. I let go, pull out the dagger. Oh, hey, you're awake. Hand it back to you.
I don't understand these people.
Yeah, that was weird.
In Celestial, awake is a relative term.
That's
She's
funny.
doing it again.
She's
Doing what?
talking, though, and she's responding.
That's
I
true.
don't know what she said, but she's
Okay, I'm
talking.
sure you're the only one who can understand me again.
Oh, she said, "Usak, you're so pretty."
Uh,
Yeah,
Nokren, knowing full well what's
It's going
going
to
on.
have
is going on.
words.
I'm sorry. Okay, I was just joking. She didn't say that at all. She said, "Yeah, I guess she's awake, and she's gonna have words with you." Lady, do you want one of my potions?
I'm fine.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you should swim with blood, though. Don't swim anymore.
I clot quickly. I take out my herbalism kit that I've only used to gather herbs for Clicky and save some for my own.
Yeah.
And make a quick, numbing poultice. Just
Okay.
slap it on her shoulder where I bit.
Okay. Alright. So you will then, having resolved this part of the issue, you will head towards the large island. So, this island is larger and bigger, taller, than all the other islands you can kind of see for now, that you have comparison to. The shores of this island are rocky cliffs, similar to the one you were just at, making it seem like it's very difficult to climb. But there is a very easy way, seemingly, to get to this. There is a small dock on the shore nearby to where you are. It seems a little old, a little decrepit, and there is a kind of staircase leading up from that kind of moves along the cliff edge. It almost seems to, sway a little bit in the breeze, but it still stands.
What sways?
The staircase that leads up the cliff face.
Oh,
from
okay.
the
So
dock.
it's not built in. It's like a wooden staircase.
It's like
Okay.
a wooden staircase that's built attached to the wall, but it seems a little bit loose, maybe.
Nokren, you might not want to come up first. Let me go up, and I'll drop a rope to you just in case it breaks, and you have something to hold on to.
That's very brave of you, Clicky.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to go in the water with that turtle thingy.
That's a good point. He's trying to get as far away from the water. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's do that.
It's like, oh, that makes more
And I'm
sense
the
for
lightest
Clicky.
one. So Clicky's gonna jump out, not jump out, tentatively step out onto this rickety thing, and will make his way up it with a stealth, trying to go slow and.
I'll try to distract him from being terrified on the bridge by asking him, so Clicky, how long does it take you to make those comprehend language thingies? Does it have to be a helmet?
What? I'm busy here. This is not. Oh, well, no, it's very simple. The arcane nature of the item is, and he just starts spouting out really technical shit that doesn't make sense.
Oh yeah, it's all going to Usak's head, but it's for your benefit, though.
All right. So, do you need a stealth roll, or does it not matter?
If someone is intelligent,
if you want to make a
as him,
stealth
he's not
roll,
gonna
go
do
ahead.
stealth.
Okay. And roll me, please, a dexterity save.
Oh.
I only weigh 30 pounds, man. Okay.
As you're climbing up, there will be a strong breeze that'll kind of brush through it. It'll kind of shake it a little bit. But you will manage to stay steady as you climb up the stairs.
After the breeze, he's on fours going up the stairs. If I get to the top, I'm gonna look for something like an anchor.
Okay.
Of some sort, and I will drop down some rope.
You don't really see a good thing. Like, the island itself, you can see, like, the stone walls are made of some kind of, like, dark, nearly black stone. And when you get to the top, it looks as if, like, the surface of this island has a kind of trail that leads up to the lighthouse. But other than that, it's just, like, little kind of shrubs and, like, grasses. Nothing, like, major on this terrain.
Really? I will pull out. I have Pitten.
You do notice something, like, kind of staring at you as you get to the top, is a turtle. A large tortoise, about your size.
I'm going back down.
It's just gonna, like, stare at you.
Wait.
Really well. He'll see it. He'll just turn around and start heading back down.
It's like a large tortoise.
Why are you coming back down?
There's a turtle! There's a turtle there!
No, the turtle is in the water, Clicky. You don't have to...
No, there's a turtle! I saw a turtle! Plus, there's nowhere to put a rope!
Oh, okay. Well, who's next? Because it probably shouldn't be me.
So, what kind of up is it?
It's like, think of like when you get to a beach and you like there's like a cliff down to a beach or something, so it's like kind of a little bit of like wooden, kind of attached to the wall, a little rickety kind of thing, except this has been like weathered and probably not used a lot in long periods of time. Other than that, it's just wooden staircase that's kind of like attached to the wall. It kind of like loops back around on itself a little bit, so you kind of go back and forth up it. So there's like times where you're right next to the cliff, and then you're a little outside of the cliff edge where it sways a little bit more. And then you're next to the cliff again where it's a little more stable. And you keep going back and forth until you get up the cliff side.
Okay.
How is this affixed to the mountain, the island?
It looks like it's kind of moored with like kind of like big metal kind of bolts.
Why couldn't I just tie something to one of those?
Because like the wood is attached to that, you'd have to like remove some of the wood and stuff. They don't have like
I can't tie a rope around a rope like.
You can tie a rope around the structure itself, like where it's moored to the wall. More.
What? Does it seem like if they fell, that would fall? Like that would go with it?
Probably not.
Yep.
The metal part, probably not. But like the wood that would be attached to it might go.
Oh, I don't care about that. So,
right,
yeah,
then.
I'll attach a rope to one of the metal things that are attaching the surface,
Yeah.
the bridge to it, and then I will toss down the rope.
Okay. Okay. You have a rope.
I would still only do one at a time. Are you guys coming up? Because I don't want to be by this turtle.
It's just like staring at you.
It's looking right at me.
Are we sure there's a turtle? He's talking to the others.
Probably not a big one.
He's yelling down this cliff face. Oh, guys, come on.
All the other turtles is watching him.
Well, Nokren, you first up the rope.
Oh, okay.
Because I trust your climbing abilities.
Okay, what do I roll?
Just a dexterity save. As it sways a little bit. Yeah, you make it up fine.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, great.
So
Good luck,
so I see
guys.
this turtle here.
Yeah, there's
Is
like a tortoise. It's like a land tortoise. It's like a big like Galapagos tortoise. So it's like the size of Clicky. It's just staring
It's
there.
a baby.
It's like
It's a baby.
It's chewing on like a shrub and occasionally staring towards Clicky.
I'm gonna get a ration out and sort of slide it along the floor. I won't try to hand it to it because I know turtles can snap.
No, don't do it. Its mom's gonna come back and kill us. Don't do that. Don't do that.
No, I'm giving it food. It's fine. What happens? Take it, or does it just continue chomping on what it's got?
It just chomps on the shrub some more and kind of ignores it for now.
Okay.
Signe.
What? What was that? One of the birds from the other island.
I heard like a meh.
Yeah,
That was
Signe
me
will,
hitting the wrong thing.
Signe will make it up just fine.
And because I like to do things the easy way for me.
Let me guess. Spider climb.
No, I want to save my spells as much as I can. Actually, giant poisonous snake, and I'm just gonna coil my way around the rope.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the turtle's gonna be great with that.
It'll be fine when I get up there.
Yeah.
Turtle.
I'll get my rope back. Put it back in the bag of holding. Okay.
Transform back when I'm up there.
Yep. The tortoise will stare like, I guess as best as you can have like a threatening tortoise, but it's a tortoise.
I'm gonna throw fire at it.
Oh god!
No, clicking.
Hold
doing
on.
it.
Whoa. Is it?
It would not leave.
Can Nokren have a chance to intercept?
Yeah, can I try and intercept?
Sure, make a dexterity save to intercept.
Is it competitive?
Sure. Let's see what your attack roll is.
It's not. That's a dex save.
Oh, it's a dex save. Oh, okay. What's
Yeah,
your?
potions are dex saves.
What is your DC?
14.
Okay. Unfortunately, you are not in time to save the tortoise from getting hit by. Roll damage. Actually, let me roll a dex save for the tortoise.
Yeah.
It's
Go away!
Actually, it's tortoise, so it totally has disadvantage.
I mean, they're known for great decks, so.
Totally. Well, totes,
it's gonna
100%.
make like it doesn't. I don't know if tortoises make noises. It'll make
They
a
do.
They hiss.
yeah.
They hiss.
It'll kind of like hiss at you.
Does it go away? Because that's all I'm trying to do is get it to go away. I don't want to kill it.
I mean, it will look unpleasant after that attack, and it will like mosey away because it's a tortoise.
That's fine.
Clicky.
Yeah. Yeah, go away! That's
No.
right! Get away from here!
Clicky.
Clicky. No
What?
attacking things without any provocation.
It was staring the whole time. How is that not
Yeah, and
provocation?
it didn't attack.
Because it was waiting. You don't trust things like that.
Clicky, from now on, don't attack unless we are engaging with something or we say you can attack.
I could have talked to it.
Well, you still can go catch it. It's not very fast. Look at it. It's all slow and shit. All right, fine, Nokren. I told you I'd listen to you.
Do you think it'll listen to you if you try to talk to it? I imagine it probably won't now.
Not unless I cast a spell now.
Okay, let's just have a look around. What else do we see here?
Let's eat it.
There's
If it comes back with a bigger tortoise, we're just letting it have you.
See, if it comes back with a bigger tortoise, then I'm right. I was right the whole time.
No, you can make friends.
If it comes back with a bigger tortoise, it's only coming back because you heard it.
Or that was its plan the whole time.
Yes, it as soon as it saw you, went sprinting away to get the bigger one.
No, patience.
Exactly. It didn't go sprinting away. It wasn't
Because it
sure
waited.
about us.
It was
It's
waiting
an
for our weakness.
animal.
It was trying to figure out us and whether we were dangerous or not, and you just told it yes.
Okay, good. It'll stay away from us.
No, it might attack us now next time it sees us, and it might tell the others to attack us.
Then let me kill it.
No! That's even worse. There's no way to explain it.
Yeah, I was told not to eat you.
Oh my god.
Anyway, all right. There doesn't seem to be anything except the lighthouse itself.
All right, then
Okay.
we go up to the door.
All right.
Yep.
Keeping an eye out for tortoises.
Okay.
Yeah, if you make that big dragon turtle come back, yeah, that's all you, boy.
Well, I mean, to be fair, a turtle and a tortoise are different, so.
They can be friends, unlike you.
So you can go up to the door, and it's a like wooden door on the lighthouse wall. Wait. Damn it.
Knock, maybe? Yeah.
Who am I kidding? I'm Usopp. I'm walking in.
Oh, no, fuck. Okay.
Oh god! I forgot you changed it to that.
That's perfect. I didn't see that. Good chat.
Oh god, I forgot he changed that.
Okay, so he walks in. What happens?
He thumps into the door.
It's locked.
Obviously, I'm not gonna just try to walk through it.
No, you're gonna keep going.
If it doesn't start to open, I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, it does not start to open.
And I'm getting yelled at for a tortoise as I'm walking forward, pulling out my thieves' tools. Yeah, that tortoise is just gonna open the door. I'll do it. Try to unlock it.
Okay.
I really want a tortoise to just come up and chomp him.
You have no idea.
Just so he learns his lesson.
What, for what? It's a tortoise, guys.
The door is unlocked.
It was an innocent animal.
You don't know that.
An animal we could have trained.
What if it's a wizard that was polymorphed and now?
Then we're definitely fucked.
But
We're trying to make allies. That is the purpose of our mission.
The door's unlocked.
All right, I unlocked the door.
No. Like it was unlocked before you tried to like open it.
It was
All right,
just
so I
stuck.
go in there and it just turns.
Yeah.
It's not locked.
It's stuck.
Give it bunk.
All right, make a strength check.
Mr. Passive aggressive there didn't ask if it was locked. You just assumed it was.
Hey,
Oh yeah, Nokren just pops up
good
easily. Inside appears to be a small living space for whoever would have lived here. It's dusty and disused. There are a few beds, tables, chairs, and a kitchen area. There appears to be something in one of the beds. There's a set of stairs that lead up to a second floor, and you can see kind of under those stairs is a trap door.
Signe, 5 gold says whatever's in that bed is a skeleton.
Do you want to make friends with that?
Out.
No, you don't detect anything with your divine sense, though.
Alright, I will relay that. I don't see anything I don't detect anything from whatever's in that bed.
Alright, I go walking in.
Okay.
And I gently remove the blanket, take a peek.
It is the skeletal remains of some kind of humanoid.
I win.
I hand over 5 gold.
Wait, so some kind of humanoid you said?
Yes.
Does it look like the Calendar bones? Because
No.
we've seen a lot of them.
This looks
Okay.
different than it.
I'm up to 220.
Not the
down
ancient.
to 420.
Hey.
Not. What about the ancient Calida that we've seen? We've seen their bones.
Nope.
Interesting. Okay.
This
This is not Calida or Calidite.
What is it?
Jesus,
Alright,
okay.
okay. Ustak, you look very carefully at the bones and notice a few bone structures which, this would be unusual for you to have known about, but one of you, after you started traveling with the egg, you came upon some information that would have taught you this. This is a Triton. And
Oh, damn.
you don't see any signs of a violent death.
Interesting.
So either
Relay.
this person died of a disease or of natural causes. Something that would not have shown up on the bones. Like, you don't see any nicks or anything that would have been trauma that would have been on the body and the bones. Nothing like that.
Information relay.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. That's interesting. I'm really hoping, knowing that tortoises could live really long, that wasn't his pet.
God.
No. And seriously, though, I'd be like, you
will notice that this is a female Triton.
If this has been here as long as it has been undisturbed.
What's a Triton?
How do we explain what it's like?
An aquatic humanoids.
Oh yeah, no, this was me actually saying to the others, like, how do we explain what a trident is to him?
That's a good question.
So, you know how I'm kind of like a lizard human?
Yeah?
They're more on the human side, but of a fish human.
Oh, God! That's hideous!
They look more human.
Actually, by human standards, they're not that bad.
I know, but you know human standards. He's gonna look at me.
I already got hit with a rock for that. Oh god, here it comes.
I just looked at her. Like, come on! I didn't.
She can hear you.
Oh god, ouch!
I heal you for 4. Because fuck you.
God, I didn't know I have to like the way you look. God, how?
You don't have to like the way someone looks.
Oh.
You're
Or
not
don't
supposed to insult them.
me.
You don't know what you said.
The thing is, you were both saying the same thing, but in different languages that neither understands.
Oh, whatever. Ow. Oh, that really hurt. You guys are mean.
You literally just insulted me.
How? Because I don't like the way you look?
Because you called me ugly, bitch.
No, I didn't say you were. Well, okay.
Oh,
You
wait
need
a
to
second.
defend yourself.
Fine. I'm sorry. I mean, whatever. It's not even the way you really look.
It's
I
the fact that you're
completely
a
dropped the
human.
disguise.
Yes, that looks so much better. I told you that the other day. Okay, whatever. My head hurts.
I
No.
aimed for your shoulder. Oh my
Yeah,
fucking
well,
God.
it went up my shoulder and vibrated my head. Okay. He's
Don't
gonna
put
play
the
it up.
light
He's like limping. He's limping. He's like, his arms limp. Oh man, it really hurt.
I'm gonna grab a little bit of that numbing mixture left and just slap it on Clicky.
Oh, see, that's a friend. That's a friend. Yeah. Oh, so much better. Oh my arm. Oh my arm works. Oh yes. Okay.
Oh,
All right.
my god.
Fafnir
I-
lands on your head.
Not this again.
He just sits there.
Are you going upstairs or downstairs? It's a
There's a downstairs. Doesn't just go up.
there's a staircase that leads up and a trap door under the stairs that you can see.
Ooh,
Okay. I'm gonna check it for traps. Is that okay with everybody? There might be a tortoise in there.
Just
No,
don't
first just
attack.
gonna shoot you a look. Just
Fine.
And
I'm gonna check it for traps. The trap door.
Okay.
if it makes you feel any better, I don't care which form you're in. You're still a squish.
No. You don't find any kind of traps or anything. The door looks clear. Yep.
It's a door.
It's a door.
okay,
Don't
then.
you fucking start that again.
We going down?
Now it's a
Then-
Usock instead of a door.
Oh my god.
All right. Do you want to go down or up? During my investigation, I noticed if it was locked or not.
It was unlocked. There was nothing blocking you from going down.
Okay. So, I mean, it's not locked, and I don't know how big these people are like, but people tend to hide things down instead of like up towards the light, towards the top of the tower.
It's worth a look.
Okay. And Clicky backs away from the
Trusting you check the traps, huh? Real trusting.
Well, I'm letting you open it because I trust you.
I wouldn't actually say that. So.
All right.
Okay, so I guess I'll open it.
Sure. Okay, you open it up, and there is a ladder leading down into the darkness below.
Okay.
That's dark.
I guess we go down.
Like how deep down? Like I have dark vision.
Oh,
but
your
do I
dark
see
vision. If you
anything?
look down there, it appears to go into some kind of basement area.
I have an idea.
Yeah, but
Eternal flame candle.
Yeah, eternal flame candle. You can see that it goes down maybe about 20 or so feet, and it goes down into water. You can see crates and barrels kind of floating around in this water.
How deep is it?
It's hard to tell. It's a little murky.
Well,
Do not jump.
the eternal flame candle would actually go down and like sink. But we can
if
still
you
see
drop
the
it,
light.
yeah, if you drop it.
Yeah.
So would it eventually just
I'm
like?
using-
It
The
looks
blade.
like it would be like maybe waist deep for like a medium creature, probably like up to the neck of Clicky.
I'm already climbing down.
Yeah.
Like
That's the deep end of the pool for me, guys.
Yeah, it's like
That's
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we fuck climb down.
All right. Yeah. You're in.
none
what
of you
appears to be an
have
old-
to follow me.
It just appears to be an old basement. You don't see any other sign of any kind of rooms. It looks like it just has gotten flooded at some point in time. The barrels are kind of floating in here, deteriorating slowly but surely over time.
So you said the water was murky?
Yes, with leftover of barrel. I mean, it's like
So-
deteriorating barrels, so it's like...
If I were trying to hide in here, I would say have advantage.
Sure.
Damn.
Okay.
Wow.
Advantage doesn't work for us.
No, apparently it
No.
doesn't.
So, Nokren, you don't see Usock right away, I assume.
I'm
Clicky
yeah,
loses it. My
I
passive
just-
is.
I pick up the eternal flame candle and just sort of sit by the ladder.
Lightly brush your ankle.
The fuck. You suck.
Pop up. Hi!
Don't do that. Holding like the candle at you. Don't.
You just imagine the pike's already in one hand. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You're lucky that he has to hold the shield because the only reason he doesn't have the pike ready as well. And he would have just been like, yeah, stab.
Do you have, another candle I can use?
I'm just gonna hand it
Here.
out.
Oh, I thought you gave me your spare, or do you have a bunch?
I have a bunch.
He has
Like,
plenty.
Yeah, they got
okay.
they got like a dozen of them or so. So-
yeah, I use the torch most of the time because we've got candles, a lot of them. We've got one torch,
Yeah, they
and the
found like
torch is like wedged to the top of my backpack. So I just sort of open it up, put it back on. There we go.
yeah, they found
You
like a
check the
supply that would have been placed in guest rooms when they were used, but they were not in use, so they were just kept in a container.
I'm checking, like, everything water level and below. I'm leaving water level and above to Nokren.
Okay.
Fair enough.
All right, Nokren, why
Oh.
don't you give me perception also?
Hey!
Alright.
Just the visible shock of like,
We
hang
did
on,
good.
advantage works?
Usock, you're kind of searching. You can kind of see that, like, a lot of these barrels, you know, are... Some of them have been compromised, some of them broken apart. Things have been falling apart. Most of the materials that seem to be in here were probably food stores, it seems like. There's a couple of things of, like, old rusted tools and stuff that are floating on the bottom. Stuff like that. Knocker, you're kind of checking them. You find, like, old barrels that probably would have been, like water. One of them that might have been a wine at some time, but it looks compromised. It looks as though like some of the water got into it, but it hasn't seeped into the water. So it's like some kind of like awful mix in there. As you're searching around, though, you find a crate with strange glass spheres in it. They're just like weird glass spheres.
Ooh.
And as you're kind of looking through them, you notice that there seems to be something shining at the bottom of them. Kind of, yeah. You find a sphere that's glowing.
Oh, so the others are just like empty glass spheres.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so if I hold it up, what does it look like inside that it's glowing?
You can't really... It just seems like a glow that seems to emanate out and kind of makes it that you can't really see into it anymore. that you just see it glow in its center. And the thing is actually pretty... This, like, is a sphere the size of your head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Found something.
Yeah, I'll be up here.
This is definitely Clicky's area. I'm suddenly out of the water next to you.
Yeah. Just drag the crate over to the thing, and then over to the ladder, and then just here to the one that's glowing. And
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yeah, he takes it. Oh, this thing's huge.
I'm gonna get out the bag of holding and just dump a bunch of the ones that aren't glowing into the thing. How many are there?
There's probably like half a dozen of these spheres in the crate.
Okay. I'll put that in.
Clicky will ask for Signe to help him put it into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Because it's big for Clicky. You guys are like,
Can't figure out what it is. Oh,
It's a glass portable hole.
I mean, do we have time? Do you want me to do it now or later? It takes.
Can you make
How
a
long?
guess now, and then we'll go about stuff.
Okay, I'll try.
can
And I'll just
roll
start examining it.
You can roll
and-
Arcana for like just a short like look, then, if you don't want to spend the time like casting a spell.
13.
Oh, modifier! Holy
He's
fuck!
got, yeah, +9, so...
It definitely seems magical. If it's a light-based magic, most light-based magics are evocation related. But other than that, I mean, like,
At this point, I don't know.
it looks like a glowing sphere. So, you know, as far as you can tell, it could just be someone cast like a permanent light on this.
mean-
Well, I think it'd make a great street lamp. Here, Signe, I'll hold the bag open. Can you put it in? I'll check it out later, but I can't really tell much from it right now.
So you climb back up. Okay.
Glowing crystal ball.
So
Why don't it be like a annihilation?
so are you heading up to the second floor then?
Oh my god! Fucking, it's a sphere of annihilation.
Oh my
We just found the best way to defeat like that one enemy that's gonna kill us. Smash.
I mean, Clicky's the best chance to control it. It's an in save to control it. So
Isn't that the thing that like the enemies can start controlling as well?
Yeah.
Anyone can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a contest of intelligence.
Okay, yeah, no, you're definitely the one to use that.
Okay. So up now.
I guess we go up.
All right.
Why not?
Heading to the second floor, you find that this room is best described as maybe a sitting room or a meeting room. It looks like there's a number of disassembled cots stacked up to the one side of the room that could probably be laid out. In the center of the room is two large square tables surrounded by chairs, and on one side of them is an old kind of deteriorating couch. It looks like the two could be pushed together here to create some kind of larger meeting table. Sticking out of the center of one of the tables is a rapier going through it. It appears to be made of silver and has all kinds of jewels on the hilt.
Well,
Don't touch that.
There is a ladder here that leads up to a trapdoor, seemingly in the roof. And by upper floor, I mean you did loop up for a little while. You know, it's
Yeah.
you know
I feel like...
the middle floor of the lighthouse.
Yeah.
Orian's gonna want that.
Yeah. Don't get that for him. He's gonna be mad.
I'm gonna cast my once a day detect magic.
Yeah.
It is not magical.
Oh,
It is.
Oh, it's
But
normal.
But Clicky just estimating the value. You estimate you could probably sell this rapier for about 1,000 gold pieces with all the jewels and stuff in it.
Oh, it's just garbage. It's a garbage blade. It's not worth anything.
we're just gonna look at Clicky. Can I insight?
Sure.
We oh wow, that's a good deception from Clicky.
Fuck! I have a negative.
Oh,
Usoc.
you?
Yeah.
God.
Like Usoc, I'm gonna say Usoc. It's more less that you like got through his deception, more that you kind of took a look at it and you realize that some of that maybe not to you, but to especially like traders and humans, a lot of those jewels on there would be quite valuable.
Hey, Signe. Your people like diamonds and rubies and things like that, right? That sword has a lot of them. Clicky's lying.
I pick up the sword and I take the sword.
Uh-huh.
No, don't
Bag
take
of
the
holding?
sword.
No,
No,
I'm carrying it. I'm not trying to you fucks with it.
What? What?
why do you get it? Like,
Because
you're
I was first.
the one that's but no, okay, I was lying. It's probably worth a lot of gold. Stupid, useless gold. But the gems in it could be used for arcane uses. They're high quality gems.
I tie
I
it
don't
to
want
my
the
waist.
gold.
Then you should lead off with that instead.
No, because you guys are greedy, see? All you guys care about is gold.
Who says I'm going to keep it?
Well, why would you keep it from us if you're not going to keep it?
Because I don't trust you.
And we're supposed to trust
Long
you?
story, don't really trust you. Nokren, you're alright.
She says she doesn't trust you guys.
Of course, none of you can understand this.
Yeah. Okay, let's just continue then, shall we? Just starts walking up to the next floor.
All right, it's a ladder to a trap
Oh.
door that leads up to the roof area. It seems
Grab ladder, shake it a little.
secure.
Okay. Try to push open the
Yep.
latch.
It opens. Wind kind of whips across your face, Nokren, as you emerge from the dark building. It takes like a moment for your eyes to readjust to the ever-present sun. There's a rusty handrail that seems to be the only thing that keeps you from plummeting over the side to the rocks below. The smell of the smell of the lake fills your nostrils, which, I mean, it's like reminiscent of a little bit of rotting fish. The metal frame rises from the floor you stand on to a strange and complex-looking brass roofing system. At the center of the roof, under the brass roofing, is a strange apparatus that seems silent and unused.
First thing is, I'm going to get out my rope, tie it around something that looks secure,
Hi.
and then just offer it to anyone who gets up here.
Yeah. Can you give me an intelligence check with advantage?
Question, were all of those orbs the same size?
Yes.
It's the light. Yeah,
It's
it's
the light
the
of the
yeah.
lighthouse.
Also, can we talk about that again?
Oh my god! Dual eights! Alright, yeah, meh. Who's else is climbing up there then?
Usock peeks his head out and goes, "Nope."
I climb up.
Okay. Do you want to roll
So-
the intelligence?
I can roll the intelligence.
You will
Is
have the
intelligence or
advantage.
apparatus?
Oh, whoops. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Reroll
That
with
was really
advantage.
bad.
Yes. Clicky, what are you doing? You staying down or you gotta come up?
Well, if Usock, the brave, comes climbing back down, he's just gonna go, I'll be down here.
Yeah.
And
I don't mind water with it infested with monsters. I don't mind
They look-
walking up the side of a cliff, but I don't want to look down.
It looks as though the device itself is a little damaged. You will notice one thing, though, Signe. You got enough to realize there is a sphere, a similar-looking one, at the center of the apparatus that is dark. But it looks like part of the device is actually damaged.
Can I look at my clockwork thing? Do any of the pieces of that look like it might repair what's damaged?
Give me another intelligence check. You can keep your advantage.
Okay. That's almost a bad thing at this stage. Almost.
Hey.
There
Hey!
you go.
Alright, you kind of examine your clockwork for a while. You maybe take about, 10 minutes, examining that and thinking about what you've been working on and looking at that. And you begin to realize that there are some similarities between the work you've been doing on your little clockwork pieces. And you realize that, yeah, okay, I think I know how this works. It appears that this is a reflecting system using the brass roof that seems to channel light down into this sphere.
Oh, I'm going to take out the damage, the dark one,
Mm-hmm.
and pull out one of the ones that I've got in the bag of holding. So the dark one, it looks like it's burnt out.
It looks exactly like the ones that you had that were just glass spheres with nothing on them.
Okay, I'm going to put that back in there and see if I can't fix the thing
Mm-hmm.
with pieces of clockwork that I have.
Sure.
I would actually yell down, Clicky, Clicky, I think you would really like this thing up here.
I mean, if Usak thinks it's scary up there, I don't want to go.
There's a... You've seen my clockwork device thing, right? I would have pulled it out at some stage that I was working on.
Oh,
it.
then yeah, if you would have showed him.
There's a big old thing here that has similar designs that looks like it channels the light down into the spheres, like the one you have.
Oh.
It's in need of repairs, though.
Is the rope still hanging down the ladder?
I would put it down.
He ties the rope around him and then climbs up the ladder.
Okay.
And he'll go.
Okay.
So,
I
This is
stick my
cool.
head above. I'm not climbing all the way
I'll
up.
hand him like my clockwork device. Like some of the pieces of this might be able to be used to repair it. I'm not sure. Though.
Can I estimate how long it would take to repair? Like, are we talking about like cold working the metal to
No,
make
it looks like it wouldn't take very long to repair at all.
Can I make an attempt?
Sure.
I mean, I have
roll an intelligence. Just roll an intelligence for now.
Good.
I mean, it's not that great, but 13.
Yeah. You can repair
Mine's
this.
zeros.
Yeah. You can set it up that you can turn the reflecting system on and switch it on.
Mm-hmm.
It also looks like this system can be manually turned almost to make a spotlight, or it looks like it can be turned on like almost an automatic, catching the wind that you kind of feel to spin it.
Once I see that it starts looking like it's going to work, I'm going to take the crystal out of it.
Okay.
And I'll look at Tesh and go, I'm sorry, Nokren, and go, we shouldn't actually activate it though. Not right now. It's gonna, if this is what I think it is, it's gonna make a lot of light and people are gonna know we're here.
That's a good point. It looked like it channeled it down into the device, didn't it? It didn't look like it. Oh, I guess it does.
It's gonna gather it and it's gonna make the ball bright so that it can project light out from one spot.
Okay. Why don't you take a bit and have a look at that orb that you have that already has the light in it to see if it's worth the risk or not. I feel like this channels the light into it.
Okay, it's gonna take me 10 minutes and I gotta have to go downstairs and I gotta a whole thing.
I mean,
All right. I'll head downstairs and ritual cast identifier on the one that has light.
I'm going to keep a lookout up top just in case I see any sort of boats coming or anything like that, just in case. And see if I can see where that
the sphere
turtle
itself does have like a light effect to it, but it also has to seem to have a secondary effect that seems abjuration-ish. There seems to be almost like a protection effect on it.
Oh. Well, I mean, would I know what kind of effect it's... I mean, I identified it.
You've identified it, yes, and you can spend the time with it. You feel like the best way to describe it is when the light is active, it acts as a repellent to the surface of the water.
Acts like a repellent to the surface.
You've taken a look at the device and taken a look at the sphere.
Uh-huh.
You now realize that more than likely the spheres that you've seen are burned out magically. This is the only one that's active. But if you would place it in there, it would channel the light from the sun and create a light across the lake that would effectively keep things away from the surface.
Oh, yeah. That reaction is what Clicky does?
Yeah. Yeah. It was made to keep things... You realize that maybe the lighthouse is not a lighthouse to signal people, but to keep the lake... It's to keep the lake safe for travelers.
Okay.
Like, so you feel like something like the big turtle probably might things like that would be too strong, but it might still shy away from something like this. Like it would show up and be like,
it's annoyed. It's annoyed by it.
It would be like, smaller creatures probably wouldn't want to get near it at all, but something that big would just be annoying.
So I'll relay this, and then I'll say, Nokren, I mean, I think it's a good idea for us to do it, but we may want to do it when we're about to leave.
I think that's a good idea. I think we get the boats ready, then we put it in and go.
Okay.
You can actually take a look at the other islands from here, too, if you wanted to take a look at the different islands. All right.
Yeah.
Give me perception, anyone that's up there.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I rolled another one.
So you two, you can all kind of look out. It looks as though the island that was to the north of the one... You definitely see the island like kind of like walking around. The island that you first came to, it's covered in birds. You can't really see like nests or anything, but it's covered in birds. To the north of that one is an island that... It takes you a minute, but you realize there's some kind of campsite in the center of it. To the north of that island is a much smaller island, but it appears to have a boat kind of wrecked on the top of it.
Okay, so that's...
Treasure.
Yeah. To the north, you can see also then, to the north of the island you are on, it looks like a little graveyard on one of the islands. Near that one...
Buried treasure.
Yeah. Next to that one, to the northeast, is an island that it's best described as it looks like it was like a large dome, but the center of it collapsed in on it.
Thunderdome.
Yeah, like a stone dome.
Okay, so we have
that
a
was
lot of
almost
stuff
maybe
to check
hollow
out.
in the middle that fell down. There's a small shack to the northeast of where you are. To the northeast of that is another dome-shaped island, though that one is not broken. North of there, you can see there's... let's see that one. There's a whole bunch of islands to check out, actually.
Be great if this was a map, Matt.
Yeah. Sorry. You resolved what you were supposed to today, what you did a lot quicker than I thought. I thought you might have gotten into a fight with the people out of the stables.
I mean, to be fair, a fight might have been quicker than what we actually did. So.
There would have been more it would have probably gone longer because it's combat and it would have been a bunch of them. So, but you overcame it in a much different way.
And we get an Allosaurus later.
So the north of that has an island that you can see small ruins on. To the east of that seems to be an island that is covered in overgrowth. To the south of that island that has the unbroken dome island, you can see maybe like a strange like camp or nest or something. And then to the southeast of where you are now seems to be a set of islands. One that you can see is this kind of like really perilous tall cliffs, almost as tall as this one, except on one end there's this little shore that seems to lead up and lead over to another kind of island that you can't really get a good sight of far to the southeast of you. But it also looks like a large island.
Well,
Now we start with the normal-looking camp.
yes, I think so.
Let's start with the normal-looking camp.
Okay.
I mean, Usek, you're probably the best one to do this. You!
I'm actually going to just start lowering Clicky down the ladder, just like by the rope, just lowering him down.
Whoa, I got the ball. Oh, okay.
We're not putting it in there yet, so put it back in the...
I thought we were going to put it in before we left to go in the water.
No, because we're only going onto the islands. We're not going out to the water yet.
But it'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah, we have to cross water to get to the next island.
Okay, can I clarify? My idea was that these were a bunch of islands that were close together.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're
nothing
pretty close
big
together.
was going to be in the water in between them.
Yeah,
Nothing.
they're very close together. It's like a cluster of islands.
Yeah, so my idea was that, my impression was that is for when we go out past these islands again.
Okay, I didn't think that they were that close.
Oh no, they're very close. It's like they're like a series of smaller islands. Like this island is pretty decently sized, but by decently sized I mean like it can hold a lighthouse. You know, that kind of thing. The lighthouse is not like
Never mind then.
tiny
It's
center.
It's less a bunch of small islands and more one big island broken up a bit.
Yeah. Except some of them are very unusual islands, like the dome-shaped ones.
Yeah, that's going to be weird. But to the normal camp first.
Okay, Matt, what about is the actual landscapes, are they similar? Or are they all just different, one like a rocky terrain, one's a limestone, one's jungle?
Most of them are rocky terrain. There is one that seems quite sandy, one that seems overgrown with actual trees and stuff. And you can see that the southeast, long route one that's like a kind of long island that leads up from a shore up to very high cliffs, leads over close to a very high-cliffed, tree-covered one. So there's like a couple of islands that are actually overgrown with actual trees, and the one that's like a sandy shore one, which just means it's low, and the rest of them are kind of rocky and cliffy.
Do we, Nokren, do you think that they're all different types? Like, you said that some of these might have been dropped in. Do you think they were dropped in at different times? Or this whole group came at once?
It's possible. Most of the things we've seen have been a large chunk as being grabbed and dropped. It could be that because these people may have been more spread out, that it grabbed a bunch of chunks and put them in one place. That's what we can find out.
Okay. All right.
It looks like, unfortunately, these people may be gone, but if any of them are left, might be good. Down we go to the book.
Down we go, back to the...
Okay. So you'll find that...
Discord is the sort of thing that I think it looks
yeah,
like.
that looks exactly like it. That kind of cluster of islands like that. That's a very good example of what it kind of looks like. Though these are a little less green, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can very easily see that there is a sandy beach on this kind of southern shore here of this island that you're coming across. The rest of it looks a very rocky cliff,